Call of Duty Warzone is one of the most popular new games right now, but it's also one of the most power hungry. To run it, you'll need a very capable computer, and you'll find people online recommending builds in the range of $500 to $600 US. Personally, I think that's too much, and more than I'm willing to spend to play a computer game. So in this video I'm going to be building a custom PC using used parts for around $250 US or £200. For this build I went with an Intel i5-2500 CPU, a stock Intel heatsink, a Lenovo IH61M motherboard, an AMD Radeon HD7970 graphics card, two 8GB Kingston DDR3 DIMMs totaling 16GB of RAM, a 500GB Seagate hard drive, and a 550W Cooler Master power supply. Putting all of these components together was very easy and took me around 4 minutes from start to finish. It doesn't include putting the build into a case though. In my mind, if you really want to play COD Warzone for the least amount of money, you don't really need a case. The components can just sort of sit on a book or something like I've done here. When you're building a PC outside of a case, and not on a proper test bench, your graphics card won't have much support as it's not screwed in anywhere, and might sag a little bit. I've never had a card break this way, but it definitely isn't healthy. Consider trying to find something to prop it up straight if you're against putting the build in a case. The red hard drive SATA cable could go under the graphics card to make the cable management a bit neater, but I put it over the top just to show how everything connects. You can also move the hard drive to somewhere closer to the SATA ports. Ideally, you don't want to have your hard drive underneath the power supply, as hard drives need to be kept quite cool. I didn't have any overheating issues during my testing, but I still wouldn't recommend restricting airflow to it for prolonged periods. In terms of performance, this cheap build really impressed me. At 1080p normal settings I was able to achieve an average of 73.1 frames per second. At 1080p high settings I got an average of 52.5 frames per second. Both tests were started as I jumped out of the plane and lasted 500 seconds each. Personally, I can't tell the difference between 1080p normal and 1080p high, so I've been playing on normal settings to get a higher frame rate. That's not to say 1080p high is too much for this build though. During my first game on 1080p high with an average of 52.5 frames per second, my team came third, and I didn't feel like the gameplay wasn't smooth enough at all. I built this computer in the UK, and it cost me a total of £190, which is about $236 US at the time of recording. When you add the cost of a case, which is not 100% necessary, you get to around $250 or £205.
Rounded down, the CPU and heatsink cost me £26 or $32, the motherboard was £15 or $19, the graphics card was £75 or $93, the RAM was £45 or $56, the hard drive was £8 or $10, the power supply was £20 or $25, and the red SATA cable was £1 or $1.
Since building this rig, I've been using it almost every day to play Call of Duty Warzone, and I've had absolutely no problems at all. If you're looking to build a computer that can run the game at 1080p close to maximum settings, I would 100% recommend the components used in this video. Thanks for watching, please subscribe.